What's going on, Limitless Legion? So today we're going to be reacting to Mike here, who's apparently unemployed, single, and broke at 32 years old with no vehicle. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. As you can tell by the title, I'll be talking about something different today. So as you can see, in my last video about pros and cons about working at Home Depot, and I did work at Home Depot for I want to say almost a year, but something happened and there was some technicalities, so they had to let me go, but that's okay. Well, I haven't been working for 4 months. Well, that's when they let me go, 4 months ago. But um, it's okay because I did love working there at Home Depot. If you still want to work there, I suggest you work there. I loved it. I loved the coworkers. I loved the environment. I loved everything about Home Depot. But there's just some technicalities that just didn't work out, so they had to let me go. And so if you're unemployed, let me know in the comments down below because it's real out here. It's real. I bet you I applied for 200, 300 jobs, do applications every day. I bet you in the last 4 months I've done who knows how many applications, at least 300 or more, and I barely hear back from any of them, barely. The ones I would hear back from, they'd be like, oh, we can only work you part-time, we can only work you 20 hours, 25, 30 hours, and that ain't just gonna cut it at all. But it's okay because I'm the type of person I don't give up no matter what. I'm gonna keep applying every single day. Maybe it was a good thing I was let off. You never know. You never know if something is good or bad. You just have to embrace it, go with it, and just see what happens. Um,
No, 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 no. You have to start moving and you have to mold the universe into the direction that you want to go. And you do have to take control of this thing, Mike, because I'll tell you this too, right? Take control. And there's something else I want to address, but if we just stick to the control, clearly, Mike here is a nice person. He is a good guy. The ladies say there's no good guys out here. Mike is a good dude. I can tell. A little too good, or not good, a little too nice. He keeps saying that when his job fired him, they just told him technical difficulties. Imagine you break up with let's just say fellas, right? Imagine you break up with your chick and you just say, yeah, technical difficulties. What's going to be the reaction? What you mean technical difficulties? What exactly is the reason that you're ending our agreement? Clearly, Mike just let them tell him whatever. So when they had to make cuts, in order not to stir the pot too much, it's possible they just said, Mike's a good worker, but I don't feel like hearing other people's mouth, and I don't think Mike's going to give us any mouth, any pushback. So we'll just cut Mike. No pushback. At least find out what's going on. Why am I getting fired? I show up every day. I'm on time. What's going on? Why am I getting fired and there are certain other people who aren't? So just can't be too nice because then you see what happens. Now, the title of the video, like I said, unemployed, single, and broke at 32 with no vehicle. But he didn't mention also staying with possibly his grandma or his parents or something at 32. Because I'm gonna be honest, his background, and I remember where we are. Just look at the background, right? This doesn't look like look at that little thing hanging on the wall. And I'm not trying to expose him or nothing, but this doesn't look like this would be a pad of his making, a bachelor pad of his making, right? So I think he's also staying with his parents or something, which is fine. But I'm just saying he didn't add that as context as well for the video's purposes. So ultimately, if we have some applicable things from this. You don't want to come off too nice, right? It's okay to be a good man, but you don't have to be a nice man to where people can just walk all over you, ultimately. And also, I want to hear more of what he's doing because I feel like he could be doing more. He's mentioning that he had part-time job opportunities and he turned them down because it just wasn't the perfect situation. But you need to start working now. If you can start working part-time and build on that, maybe even stack some part-times together, now you have a full-time. So ultimately, I think he might be looking for ways not to work. And it's been 4 months. He might be getting comfortable. So now he's being a little selective subconsciously in order not to disrupt his comfort. And that would also lead me to believe that he's staying with somebody because if he had bills and overhead, then I feel like he would have took the part-time job. Let's get back into it.
Um, so if you're down in the dumps and you haven't been able to find a job, don't let that get you down because you never know. You might just find the perfect job for you. Might just be right around the corner. You never know. Or you've been unemployed could lead to something else. You could like start your own business or something and start a side hustle. It could turn into a full-time job or something. You never know. Opportunities present themselves in different ways, so you never know what could happen. Um, so with that being said, don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing, keep applying. Every day you wake up, have your mindset. You're gonna achieve something. You're gonna get something done, and just don't give up. It's gonna be okay. If you're seeing this video and you're struggling financially, can't find a job, just don't give up. Just keep pushing. Um, so as you can tell by the title, unemployed, yes, I haven't been working 4 months. Single also because it's expensive out here. It's expensive to try to raise kids and all that, especially in this generation. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I can get a girlfriend easily, but that's not the point. Point is, um, it's too expensive these days, especially with having kids, raising kids is expensive, and especially a lot of times um, people might have ulterior motives, so you never know. You got to be careful, but that's another thing I'm working on is trying to vet and find somebody that might be perfect for me. May not be now, but in the future, but that's okay. Um, and the other thing is, like, if you're broke, it's okay too because you never know what can happen. You never know. You could put that grit in, put that hustle in, and you could find like a side hustle or something and start making something to make a little money. And you might not like it at first because you got to put in the work, but that's okay because it'll pay off. And later down the road, you might see the rewards of what you put in. And it might take a year from now, but that's okay. And it's also good to take this time when you're unemployed.
Shout out to Mike, man, because he's positive and he's giving a lot of motivation, right? Of keep going, don't worry, and things will work out. And in regards to his advice, the intention is good, but the effectiveness, I don't think is good. Let me explain. He's giving advice that'll make you feel good and it'll make you feel like it's only a matter of time. But as you can see here for Mike, it's been 4 months. I've probably been on YouTube for like 7. So another 2 months and he'll be at 6 months. So ultimately, I'm gonna want to know what you have to show for after 6 months of your life. And it sounds like Mike doesn't have much to show for it. And I would say, let's stop just worrying about what's going to work out. You applied to 200, 300 jobs. That didn't work. So now, what are we going to switch up that is a more effective strategy? Because at this point, anything different is better than what you're doing because you're getting no results with what you're doing. So, that's what I would like to see. I would like to see us looking at this thing as a puzzle. If this piece doesn't fit in this puzzle, then we have to move to a different piece. We don't keep trying to jam in the same piece that's not fitting. And just hoping and praying that things are just going to work out. We have to put in the work. Speaking of work, I'm not going to address the relationship aspect of him talking about he's single because that's not really where I want to delve into. But what I will address, okay, 4 months you've been applying to jobs, you haven't gotten a job, you haven't worked, you haven't earned anything. So you have nothing to show for the 4 months. But what I would like to see, man, after 4 months, man, and you having all this time is, and I'm not trying to pile on the mic, but this is, constructive criticism, you know? I would like to see that you working out, dog. Especially you talking about being single, you're talking about, you're trying to vet and all this type of stuff. And man, at the very least, man, we need to be if we got this time and we're not working, we need to be working on our mind, body, and our spirit. We need to be this needs to be transformational for us. So when you do get a job, now you're in a better position where you'll have a little more presence and people will respect you and they won't just put you on the first of the chopping block because okay, it looks like he was reading a book. Let's see what that book is.
It take a year from now, but that's okay. And it's also good to take this time when you're unemployed to work on yourself as well, your
Okay.
mental, your personal development. So with that being said, these are some books that I've been reading. This been helping me. Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. He's real good. If you haven't heard him, you should check him out. Now that one. This one is his second one I did. He did, I think. It's Crushing It. So after the success of his first one, he made a second one. So these two are real good. You should definitely check these out. Then also, I've been reading this one, as you can see. They're all good books, so you should definitely check them out. And also, use this time to read up, work on yourself, your personal development, your mental, your emotion, your financial, what have you. But just don't give up. So
Shout out to Mike. My apologies. I jumped the gun too soon. The brother's working on his mind. I'm gonna be honest. I prefer you working on your mind as opposed to your body. That's a much more appreciable asset than your body. I don't care how much you work on your body, it's gonna depreciate no matter what. So my bad. He is working on his mind.
with that being said, I hope this video finds you. It helps you in some way to keep motivating you because you never know. You might be down in the dumps now, but years down the road, you're gonna look back and be like, "Wow, I got through that," and you're gonna be proud of the person that you became. And so, just never give up because you never know what blessings you're gonna come into. So, I hope this video finds you helpful in any way.
Very positive message. I love that he's reading. That's important. I went through a period of my life where I was just tearing the books up. And you get to continue to take those things with you. And maybe you can't apply it now, but maybe a situation and a moment in life will open up an opportunity for you to be able to apply something that you might have learned a long time ago. And now all of a sudden it's another tool in your tool belt, in your arsenal. So that's very important. And of course, when I'm looking at these things, I'm not trying to be negative or come at anybody, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick apart, I'm trying to do more constructive criticism as opposed to just positive feedback because a lot of times we can gain more from the criticism than we can from just being cheered on and whatever. So I'm using it as a case study and I'm picking out certain things in order for it to be something that is actually applicable for maybe a member of the Legion. And he came online and he shared his story and I'm assuming he's sharing it obviously for the motivational purposes, but also to help somebody else that might be feeling that way. So respect. We'll leave it there. Like the video. Also subscribe if you want to join Limitless Legion. Cash App is linked below if you want to buy your boy iced coffee. And feel free to join the Patreon as well, where I post self-improvement content. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.